In this video, I do a side-by-side comparison of ProRes versus HEVC on the iPhone 13 Pro. Ultimately, to find out how much better is ProRes, or is it even noticeable? I'm Rafael, and welcome to the channel. This is a follow-up video where I did a ProRes versus HEVC on the iPhone, but many people pointed out that the comparisons were with slow movements, and that both codecs would perform well in those cases, which is very true. So in these tests, I did many fast motion tests in different lighting conditions. And if you are interested, ProRes will be available in iOS 15.1, or you can get it now through the beta program or in Filmic Pro. I rigged up two iPhone 13 Pros together, so I was getting the exact same motion and lighting in both shots. Let's see if you can notice the difference between these two shots. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Back up, I'ma run this town. I'm headed for the top and you know it's going down. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. Show me what you got, no you can't resist. You know I'm ready for this, I just do what I do. I ain't got nothing to prove, so just roll with this. Yeah baby, roll with this. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. Back up, I'ma run this town. I'm headed for the top and you know it's going down. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. You guys noticed that the HEVC codec really does struggle with fast motion, as it should, and that ProRes definitely retained lots of sharpness. You can see in the side-by-side freeze frame that the details of the face with the HEVC are blocky and mushy. But both ProRes and HEVC pooped the bed when it came to low light filming. Looking at the lights, you can see the noticeable compression in both shots. And looking at the staircase shot, both images look pretty bad. And this is all due to the physical size of the centers and the amount of light that is able to get in. In both cases, the ISO is pushed pretty hard to get usable images. And it may be better to use an app like Filmic Pro if you're using two iPhones. That way you can match the white balance on both devices and avoid color shift from clip to clip. The ProRes file sizes are pretty ridiculous. A 20-second clip is almost 2 gigs, where the same HEVC clip is about 53 megabytes. It's pretty staggering. The iPhone records in ProRes HQ, which is one of the higher bitrate settings, and it retains a lot of information. In comparison, the Sony a7S III, the R6, and the R5 also record in the HEVC codec for its default setting. It's a really good 10-bit codec for the size to quality. And yes, the a7S III can record in a higher bitrate, but just as ProRes, the file size does become much bigger. Also, with more testing, I found that AirDrop 10 files at a time work best. More than that, I actually found that it failed very often. So you guys were 100% right that testing with fast motion was needed to see that ProRes was great in ideal lighting conditions and it will produce a sharper image. So that begs the question, will I use ProRes now? Still probably not, considering that if I am doing client work, I don't see myself using an iPhone, well, at least not yet, unless there was a shot that would benefit from the form factor, like getting the camera into a tight spot that larger cameras couldn't fit into, or as a crash cam, or if I needed some underwater shots that were unplanned. These are cases where I would be happy that ProRes was on the iPhone and I would use it gladly, but I wouldn't design a whole shoot around using an iPhone at this time. How do you plan on using ProRes on the iPhone? Is it something that you are actually looking forward to? Remember, give this video a thumb bump. Also, I live stream on my second channel where I deep dive on the creative process as well as freelance financials. So make sure you check that out. As always, fix it in camera and then finesse it in post. Thanks for watching.